know what dirty Moors did. Yeah. I know what dirty Moors did to Drew Ali. I'm saying, I know what dirty Moors did. I know what dirty Moors did. I'm going at dirty rappers, lynching dirty Moors too. Hiding literature that Drew wrote to warn you. They claim to make you Muslim and make you sovereign. With paperwork and filings, with fiat they rob it. They don't care about his words, throw it out like garbage. Or throw it at you when you're active, not passive. When they wanna talk a bounce like off a trampoline mattress, treat them like a vamp or a teen actress. Get stamped with the brand like a mean savage. This Inquisition divine, all others average. Millennium Renaissance, heroes in our classes. Fed up with the czar controlling fascists. Ask if they heard about Moors, they say no. But Masons, they obviously know. Down the handshakes and rituals with skull and bones. They even know about owls burning Bohemian Grove. I know what dirty Moors did to Drew Ali. I know what dirty Moors did. I know what dirty Moors did. I know what dirty Moors did to Drew Ali. I know what dirty Moors did. I know what dirty Moors did. I know what dirty Moors did to Drew Ali. I know what dirty Moors did. I know what dirty Moors did. I know what dirty Moors did to Drew Ali. I know what dirty Moors did. Dirty Moors killed Drew. I read the FBI papers on loyal Moors, emergency fund rapers, Moorish literature and divine ballot changers. Might as well say Drew Ali was born in a manger. Prophet pushed poison aside and his food smelled danger. Got me treating every Moor like a stranger. Grand Sheik Punkin stumbling drunk in their feds. What was proclaimed for every meeting was not read. Some Moors are so active, Prophet can't be dead. Thanks Moorish teachers away, I can't be led. Actions speak, then I consider what's said. And what's said was study, then study yourself. Honest to the Prophet, noble Drew Ali. I know what dirty Moors did to Drew Ali. Everybody wants to be just like Drew Ali, but nobody wants to care about Drew Ali. I know what dirty Moors did to Drew Ali. I know what dirty Moors did. I know what dirty Moors did. I know what dirty Moors did to Drew Ali. I know what dirty Moors did. I know what dirty Moors did. I know what dirty Moors did to Drew Ali. I know what dirty Moors did. I know what dirty Moors did. I know what dirty Moors did to Drew Ali. I know what dirty Moors did.
Today, basically, we're just going to go into Noble Drew Ali's literature and changes that were made in the literature in order for it to one, not be taken seriously, and then two, for just causing confusion amongst the Moors, and which is why everything's just messed up. If you've been on online or anything like that, and you've been, you know, observing what the attitude of the Moorish nation is, an intelligent person would clearly see that, you know, there's some confusion going on.
Yeah.
Right? It's not straightforward, like, you know, like the NOI is straightforward. And then, you know, the Pan-African movement straightforward. But then when you get to the Moors, it's like a scramble effect, like, you know, snowy TV type of idea. You know what I mean? So the real idea is to present the information from the Prophet and the perspective that people, when they get it, they'll know exactly what he's talking about, what they're supposed to do, what he came to do, what the objective of the movement is, what the motto is, without getting into the confusion that's taken place over the years, right? Because a lot of people push, like, for example, this is some of the changes that people made, right, in Noble Drew Ali's literature, right? If you're oblivious to the Moorish movement, right, coming into this, the first thing you hear about is Moorish Science Temple. What's that? Moorish Science Temple. There's this thing called Moorish Science Temple, and then, you know what I mean, it's founded by Noble Drew Ali, and that's all that they get. And that might not be enough for people who are into studying and actually taking their liberation seriously, right? Now, it wasn't Moorish Science Temple from the beginning. It's one of the mistakes that's made, when people observe this from the outside, right? The Moorish Science Temple of America is the latest addition to the Moorish movement that was founded by Noble Drew Ali. So it didn't start with Moorish Science Temple in 1913. Moorish Science Temple came late, like super later. And there was a lot of activity taking place before the name Moorish Science Temple of America came into the understanding of what he brought, right? So the first thing that came about was the umbrella, right? The Moorish Divine and National Movement, right? After the Moorish Divine and National Movement, we founded the Old Canaanite Temple. The Old Canaanite Temple initially was presented first as far as speaking to the people, because Canaanites is some of our bloodline, right? And Old Canaanite implies the Canaanites before the Canaanites that people say, those guys are Canaanites and they're devils and demons, don't talk to Canaanites. That's why he says Old Canaanite Temple, not just a Canaanite temple, because if you say Canaanite to the wrong person, they're going to call you a sinner and a heathen and all that. We're not those Canaanites. And we're pre those Canaanites. So Moorish Holy Temple of Science came out of the Old Canaanite Temple when the realization came to be that you can't push that concept of Canaanite for the same reason. And then during the same time, just like we were talking about a few weeks back with the Moorish Jews, they're not just going to call themselves Jews because it's going to cause confusion. If you just say Jews, and then these guys are wearing fezzes, and they're going to some temple building, but then you have these guys that call themselves Jews, and then they're going to the synagogue, and they're going to Israel, and they have arguments with Palestine over land and all that. It's a different perspective. So to take out Canaanite is not to cast it aside and not use it anymore, but for the movement to make progression. Canaanite only speaks to a certain people, because there's also Moabites that Prophet Noble Drew Ali talks about, and then he also talks about Hittites, and he also talks about, you know, Nicaraguans and Colombians and people from the Caribbean islands and all that. So Canaanite is broader than what we're taught Canaanite is, right? So the Moorish Divine and National Movement, the Moorish Holy Temple of Science, the Old Canaanite Temple, right, and the Moorish Science Temple of America. And then the order is Old Canaanite Temple first, because the Canaanites, that's what you're using as the reference point. Like if we're going to say the Moorish Divine and National Movement, that's global. That's not just what Noble Drew Ali brought. Like the Moorish Divine and National Movement is across the world where you read about Moors. The concept of it being an organization or an umbrella with many different organizations under it is what Noble Drew Ali brought. So there's two jurisdictions of the Moorish Divine and National Movement. But if we check the historical records, we'll find out all Moors before Noble Drew Ali. So he never brought the idea of Moors to Moors. Like he didn't bring it. He's part of it. So that's what he's going to promote. But when we say Moors, don't think Noble Drew Ali found it bringing that idea to us. Because there wouldn't be Moors if it wasn't for Moors before him. There wouldn't be no Noble Drew Ali if there wasn't Moors before him, right? A lot of times they don't And all this has to do with the confusion trying to be caused and the changing of literature and stuff like that, right? So, Noble Drew Ali's mother, her name was Turner. And then Turner is Tonika. And Tonika is a Washita name. So don't think that because Noble Drew Ali came and he said, yeah, Moorish Americans are the Moors of America, that doesn't include Washita, because he's Washita too. He's not just Moorish American, because that's what he proclaimed out of his mouth. Because his mom is Washita. She's Turner. Right? So, being that the Washita, if she's Turner, and then in the literature, it teaches that Noble Drew Ali was born to the Cherokee tribe. Right? So Cherokee and Washita are related. They might be two separate indigenous tribes, but they're related. Because he's Cherokee. There's nowhere in the writings that say Noble Drew Ali is Washita. But if his mom's Washita, then that means he's Washita. It's not even something to argue. But if that information isn't put forward, then you're not going to know. Which is part of the whole thing with the sellouts of the Prophet, that they didn't put everything out. Because if they put everything out, then everybody knows what they know, and then everybody's an addict. And if everybody's an addict, then
they can't get paid.
Like, they can't make any money. They can't rob people. They can't steal and hide and cheat and lie. Because everybody's going to know what's up. So when we get into the writings of Noble Drew Ali, we're using the writings of Noble Drew Ali to prove what the position of the Moors are in America. Because if we're going to say that we're Moors in this era, in the 1900s, right? People who were born from 1900 on, right? Even 1800s, because Prophet was born in the 1800s, but he didn't start teaching until the 1900s. So we're not going to connect the 1800s, as far as Noble Drew Ali is concerned, with people connected to this, because a lot of people from the 1800s aren't living anymore, so they still don't matter, right? So from the 1900s until infinity, this is the perspective that Moors should look at the Prophet Noble Drew Ali in order for this information to have some type of effect. If it's looked at any other way than what he said, somebody's gonna rob you of your money, your hard-earned money. They're gonna rob you of the information that you're supposed to be getting from what Noble Drew Ali brought, which is the whole point of even considering what he's saying, because what he's presenting to the people is to save humanity as a whole. This is not just for so-called black people or Negroes or colored people. This is for everybody, because everybody right now is in disarray. Everywhere on the planet. Seas are in disarray, animals are in disarray, ants are in disarray. You have pigeons eating hot dogs. Like, everybody's in disarray right now. Everything's in disarray. Everything's off balance. How are you gonna have an earthquake and the whole planet shifting? Like, the whole planet is shifting on its axis because of an earthquake. Stuff's in disarray. There's madness going on right now. The most we could do is follow the Prophet, because the Prophet brings prophecies. And since 1913, Noble Drew Ali is talking about earthquakes coming.